Hello readers, welcome back to PJL Books. Alright, here's the deal, it's announcement time. When I first started this YouTube channel, first properly got into it back in November 2015, it was a fairly settled time in my life. I mean, it had been a fairly busy year, you know, my wedding was last year and going back to the UK for a couple of weeks and moving house. Hectic year, but the winter time was fairly quiet, fairly settled, and although I've always had a full-time job, it was fairly easy to keep the system of 4 videos a week, 5 videos a week sometimes, while also doing a full-time job. Circumstances have changed somewhat. I still have the same job, however, now there's a fair few things going on in my personal life. All fine. No need to worry about that, but there's a fair few things that are starting to rear their heads, yeah? I mean, firstly, the one that you all know about, Exit. Exit is hopefully coming in September, and I need to get down to properly editing and tweaking and making sure it's as good as it can be when it's released in the autumn. Other things as well, that I'm hopefully studying for my Japanese proficiency test, which I'm going to hopefully do in December, and yeah, generally there's a whole myriad of other little things happening in my life right now, which, you know, is kind of unsettling the fairly settled routine I'd gotten into. So, well, but here's the deal, right? I live in Japan, and Japan is fairly well known for being a workaholic country, yeah? Now, I wake up I wake up very early in the morning, go to work, and I come back, and it's a fairly long commute. I'm on the train for about 1 hour 10 minutes, so even if I leave work at a decent time, I'm still getting back home at like 7:30 at night. Now, I'm not complaining, I'm not trying to make reasons or excuses, I'm just stating the facts. The simple fact is that I want to keep making content as much as I am doing now, but if I also want to keep my head afloat above all the other little things that I want to do in my life, I need to make some changes. And as you do, when you need to make some changes to cater for some of those necessary goals you're trying to achieve, you need to cut back on some of the stuff that you're passionate about, yeah? Some of the things which aren't 100% necessary in your life, but can be trimmed. And unfortunately, readers, some parts of the YouTube channel are going to have to be curtailed a bit. Now don't worry, I'm not disappearing completely, and the changes I'm making now aren't necessarily permanent. I just need to scale things back while I get on top of things here in my life. So here's the deal. Right now, at the moment, I do 4 videos a week, yeah? So I have Off the Shelf, A to Z of Japan, Showcase, and story time, right? I will now be doing 1 video a week, just the one, and it's going to cycle round. So 1 week will be an Off the Shelf, the next week will be an A to Z of Japan, the next week after that will be Showcase, and the week after that will be story time. Now, the good thing about this, the fact that I can now space things out, is that although yes, quantity will go down, quality should go up. I mean, I can't make promises, of course, but it just gives you a bit more time just to think things through. I mean, I will admit that there have been some times where I've had to rush through some projects just to make sure I meet deadlines, yeah? So I don't give things as much attention as I would like to do, yeah? So, although, yes, the series will be only appearing once a month, you're going to get some high quality stuff. As for what's going to possibly occur later in the future, now what's happening writing wise is, apart from Exit, is I'm trying to get my work out there into other people's eyes, trying to really spread the word of PJL, you know, both to agents and publishers. So here's the thing, if you want more things from me, I'm trying to do things on my end here, but if you want to have more content from me, what would really help me justify it is if you can subscribe, comment, like, spread the word, share it with your friends and family. That is going to be a big help. I'm not holding content to ransom, that's not the deal. It's just a case of the fact that, as I said, I need to cut back on some of the non-essentials in my life right now so I can deal with the essentials. However, if I can make this YouTube channel perhaps a bit more essential, then, you know, it could be something that can help me bulk up my content a bit, give me a bit more of a justification to say, yes, that's something I do need to give more time for. So there's the deal. That's how it's going to work. So on a weekly basis, every Sunday, we're going to have a rotation of an off-the-shelf, an A to Z of Japan, a showcase, and a story time. Lower quantity, but hopefully higher quality. Once again, of course, as always, I want to thank everyone who reads and listens to my material here. A big, hearty thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Even if I have just a couple of views, really, just a handful of people, the fact that I'm getting at least one person to engage with, that's really important to me, actually. It means a lot, genuinely. So thank you very much for all your support, hoping for your continued support in the future, and thank you very much, and I'll see you next time, readers. Bye bye.